So let's talk about gun violence and what's going on with that. So there's various articles that have been published over the years, over the past decade even, that has been associating video games with violence, with young people and old people alike going out, doing it Jesse James style and maybe robbing a bank or shooting someone else. And there's various entities that could profit from video games being classified as a possible mental disorder. It's been listed within the DSM-5, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual that clinical psychologists and psychiatrists both use to get the criteria to see if one meets the diagnosis that they're trying to prescribe to a certain individual that might be displaying certain symptoms but might not meet all the criteria, therefore might not fall into the spectrum and might not be classified as what they think that they might be suffering from, if that makes any sense. The DSM is like the Bible of psychiatry, of psychology, where people get these diagnoses from. And a certain professor that's a video game expert in Florida at Stetson University by the name of Dr. Ferguson has been talking about this over the years. That he does not think, or does not believe, in more convincing terms, the word believe is more believable, that video games are necessarily a problem. That is kind of what I believe too as a doctorate student. It's not just the video games that are the problem, but the fact that some people might be suffering from some things already that are causing these mass murders. Video games did not put the gun in the person's hand and have them strike another man or woman down. It's simplistic. It's common sense. Just because someone's playing Doom, I play Doom, it doesn't mean, or Duke Nukem, or any of those other shooter games, Halo, or any of the other bloody, just messed up and gruesome games. It doesn't mean after playing Doom for, I don't have time for this, but 3 or 6 hours, which I've never had that much time on my hands, that I'm going to go out and hurt someone. Does it mean that I'm more of a steady individual than somebody else? That I think more rational than somebody else? Not necessarily. No. Am I a product of my environment? Possibly. I was raised in a very strict Catholic family. Yada yada. Morals. Etc. and so on. But we look at this article. Can't stop gaming. The WHO may soon consider video game addiction a mental disorder. So, the World Health Organization has taken interest, and also they're going to be coming out with the ICD for people that don't know what the ICD is. It's the International Classification of Disease, and they're coming out with their 11th edition in June of 2018 of this year. And what this ICD thing does is a manual that's respected all over the world, and it allows people that has video game addiction clinics, similar to sex addiction, to reach into the bucket and grab a barrel of cash, because this is allowing people that have this set up already to get paid for administering this particular type of therapy. But people have been saying that it's not the video games, it's not this, it's not that. It's because people already have other problems. They might be suffering from comorbidity, a disorder on top of a disorder, which is what comorbidity is. You might have ADHD on top of being bipolar. That's comorbidity. You have a disorder on top of another disorder. Or even more than that. Comorbidity can fall upon the 2, 3, or whatever, multiple personalities. You get my drift. So whether video games are causing people to go out and shoot people in the head or this, I don't necessarily think so. But it's a topic of research that I'm interested in as well. Let's go to this other article. President Donald Trump. Will President Donald Trump intervene? I don't think so. Because it's big money there. Does Trump make money off video games? No. But I'm sure he might get some kickbacks to say, okay, Mr. President, don't touch our bread and butter. It's politics at the end of the day. All politics. But, yeah, June of this year, it's about to get even more interest because the DSM-5 already had a classification for internet gaming disorder since, don't quote me on this, but 2011. And now we're possibly getting another powerful manual that's respected worldwide, like the DSM-5, clinical psychologists and psychiatrists alike. The ICD is the final nail in the coffin not for destroying video games, but not even a nail in the coffin. It's just not a nail. That's the wrong way of putting it. It's a way where people are going to get paid now, but something that might not even be needed. I don't know. I don't treat video game addiction, but who knows in the future if it's seen as a problem, if the research needs it as a correlation, something that matches up with one another, that's showing something that's evenly measured, that they're lining up together, like people that drink Slurpees also more likely to go out and shoot somebody, then yeah, the president's even taking a chance. This is crazy. Doom, as I said, Grand Theft Auto, one of the most violent games ever created. The Witcher, critically acclaimed. I mean, it mirrors back to the late 1980s to early 1990s. Then the rating system came into place because of violence that was happening within schools in regards to video games. Take care. Let me know your thoughts and comments below.